to the next functional group. Now, the next functional group is aldehyde. What is the next functional group? Aldehyde. Now, aldehyde, the formula will be RCHO. What is the formula? RCHO. CHO group. And how do I read it as? I read it as al. Then that means the name, the prefix would added would be what? For this alkyl group will be al. Now, how would be the structure? The structure would be this one. Now, what have you observed in this structure? That one carbon atom is associated with oxygen by a double bond and to an hydrogen with a single bond. So if you look, if you just observe children, the alcohol and aldehyde formula appears to be same, like OH and CHO, but then the structure is entirely different. Okay, so wherein there is only one single bond with the alcohol group for an oxygen, here if you see the oxygen is binding to carbon with a double bond, with water with a double bond. Am I clear? So now let me construct the structure with water, methanol, with methane. So now what happens? One carbon. As I first of all, children, whenever you are drawing the structure, you have to follow certain steps. Now, what is the first step you will do? You will first place the number of carbons. Now, since it's a methane group, we have only one carbon. So we have taken one carbon. Then arrange the functional group. Now, what is the functional group here? Aldehyde. So I will draw the aldehyde structure. Now count the number of bonds. So how many bonds now here? 1, 2, 3. So that means out of 4 bonds, how many bonds are already satisfied? 3. So how many more are left? 1 more. So that 1 more will be for what now? Hydrogen. Okay, children. So now what is the formula? HCHO. Okay. So now this is what my aldehyde group. So how would be the naming? It would be named as methanol. What it is named as? Methanol. Okay. Now commonly this methanol is also called as formaldehyde. What is this called as? Formaldehyde. This is the common name. But what is the IUPAC name? Methanol. Okay, children. So now following the steps of naming, let us naming the structure and constructing the structure. Let us draw now for ethane. So as I told, first of all, arrange what, children? The number of carbons. So how many carbons in an ethane? 2. 1, 2. Okay. Then second step, I have to arrange my functional group. So what is the functional group? Aldehyde. So CH double bond O. Now this can be here and this hydrogen can be here. No problem. Okay, children. Now adjust the remaining hydrogens. So now how many bonds are already done for this carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is satisfied. Now let us go to this carbon. So 1. So that means there is no hydrogen. So how many hydrogens I can associate here? Already there was one single bond between carbon to carbon. So how many more? 3 hydrogen. So if I condense the formula, it goes as CH3CHO. Okay, children. So this is now name this compound. It is named as ethanol. What is it named as? Ethanol. Okay, and it has got a common name which is called as acetaldehyde. What is its common name? Acetaldehyde. Okay, children. So similarly, now you can construct for the remaining hydrocarbons, that is for propane and butane. Fine. Now let us continue the next next functional group. Okay. Now the next functional group is ketone. What is in the next functional group? Ketone. Now the formula, it is C double bond O. So what are these lines indicating? These are indicating the bond. Now these bonds are with remaining carbons. With what? Remaining carbons. and this ketone will be read as "-one". That means the prefix "-one" is added to the name of the alkyl compound. When it is having a ketone group, then we will we will name it as what? "-one". So now, as you are seeing in the figure, in the structure, this double bond, the oxygen is of with a double bond as linked to whom? Carbon, and this carbon is associated with another two more carbons. Then tell me children, can we have a methane or a ethane of a ketone group of methane and a ethane? No, not possible. The reason is the ketone is always associated with the middle carbon. Please remember children, the ketone is always associated with the middle carbon. Am I clear? Okay, so that's why the ketone group will start from where? Yes, it will start from propane. It will start from where children? Propane. So let us see how to name it. Now, how should we name? As we say, how to name and how to draw the structure. First of all, let us draw the structure. So how do I draw? Step 1. First, place the carbons. So now carbons are placed. Then second, place the functional group. And where should be the ketone group placed here? In the middle carbon. So there is only one middle carbon here. So I'll place it here. Okay. So now count the bonds, number of bonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means this middle carbon is satisfied. Now let us arrange the remaining two carbons with the hydrogens to satisfy their bonds. So this carbon already one bond satisfied. So how many more hydrogens it can bond with? 3. Now this carbon already one bond satisfied and remaining 3 more. So now what is the formula? CH3CO CH3. If I condense this formula, I can write it like this as well. C3H, how many children? 6. Very good. C3H6O. What is it? C3H6O. And then that means the general formula becomes as CnH2n. Okay children, now let us see similarly the general formula of this aldehyde as well. Now this also will have a general formula of CnH2nO. Okay children, so we can see here. Okay, if I take up this one, it would be C2H4O. So it's correct, isn't it? So now observe here children, the formula is same but the structures are different. So can you just guess the name of these compounds? Yes, very good. These are called as isomers. If you can recall, there is another category of isomers which are called as functional isomers. So this is what I was referring to when I was talking about the functional isomers. Means same molecular formula but different functional groups. Okay children. Okay, so this is the general formula. Now let me, for your understanding, I will take one more example, that is of what now? Butane. Now before I go to butane, let us name this. So what is the name of this compound? It will be named as what? As I told, the name will end in "-one". So what is the alkyl group? Prop. So the name is propanone. What is its name? Propanone. Clear children? Now remember, this is commonly called as acetone. We people use to remove nail polish one liquid which is called as nail polish remover children, if you remember, if you can remember. So that is actually what? Acetone. Acetone can be used in order to remove the, as we can say, sort of cleaner for the organic compounds. Okay, so acetone, common name for whom? From propanone, the first ketone compound. So now let us similarly construct for whom? For butane. So as I said, first step one, what? Number of carbons. So how many carbons in a butane group? 4. So we have arranged. Now place the functional group. Now where can I place this functional group? Either on this carbon, either on this carbon. Okay. So either way it would be taking up the second position. As we know, naming should be start from the least side. So let me place on this second position from my left side. So I place the double bond oxygen. Okay. Now satisfy the hydrogens. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this middle carbon is satisfied. Go with this first carbon. How many more? Yes, 3 more hydrogens. Come to this one. So this carbon, third carbon, 1, 2. Already 2 are there. So how many more hydrogens, children? 2 more. So let me put like this. H2. Okay. Then coming to this last carbon, fourth carbon. Yes, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now if I put the formula, it becomes as C4H. Count, children, how many? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, C4H8O. Or if I write the long chain formula, it would be CH3CO CH2 CH3. Okay, children. So, and what would be the name of this compound? This compound would be named as butanone. What is it named as? Butanone. Okay, children. So now let us move to the last one, that is the carboxylic acids. What is my last functional group now? Carboxylic acid. Okay, now these are what you refer commonly in your 7th standard. You learnt about organic acids. Now those organic acids are only nothing but what, children? Carboxylic acid. Now what is their formula? Their general formula. Their formula is RCOOH, and the structure would be C double bond OOH. Okay, then this will have the name ending with what? Oic. Okay, so the name ends with what? Oic or ic. Fine. Now here it will start. Okay, so this carboxylic acid compound can begin with the simplest hydrocarbon, that is methane. So now let us again start constructing their structure. First arrange the carbon, then place the functional group. So what is the functional group? OOH. So here if you see, one oxygen is having a double bond and another is having a single bond. Why it has a single bond? Because one of its electron is satisfied with the hydrogen and another electron it is getting satisfied with whom? Carbon. That is sharing with each of them. So now count the number of bonds. So 1, 2, 3. So now it becomes what? HCOOH. Okay, children. So that is what this is the first simplest carboxylic group. So what is the root name of this compound? This is meth group. This is of what? Meth. So meth, and what should be the name of this carboxylic? Oic. That means the prefix added is what? Oic. So methanoic. What is it called as? Methanoic acid. What is it? Methanoic acid. Now this is commonly called as formic acid. I hope this you can remember. Okay, formic acid in your chapter acids and bases. The sting of ants contain this acid called as what? Formic acid. Okay, children. So then let us now go to another carboxylic group, that is ethane with 2 carbon. So as usual, place the carbons first, then arrange the carboxylic group or the functional group. Now remember, the common feature between aldehyde and carboxylic group is they will be linked to only the end carbon, the terminal, maybe from the left side or maybe from the right side, but it is always to the terminal carbon. So here anyone can be the end carbon. So let me place to this second carbon over here. So how will I arrange? First arrange the carboxylic groups. So now count the bonds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So already bond is satisfied. 4 bonds are satisfied for this carbon. Check this carbon. Only one has been satisfied. So the remaining